Welcome back to my channel, Beth's Golf, and this is episode 2 of Everyone Has a Golf Story. And I'm down here at Burnham and Berrow, as you can see, and obviously it's decided to rain. So we've had to change it up a little bit. We were going to go out and play the channel course, play 9 holes with Nicola, who's the professional here. So instead we're going to head to her studio actually, and we're going to chat about her golf journey, her golf story, and obviously hit some balls. And tomorrow I'm going to be playing the championship course anyway, so I'll show you a bit of that added on at the end.
We're refurbishing it a little bit at the moment, but we've got our putting thing here. We've got the Sand Putt Lab.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of putter demo sort of things for putter fittings.
Yeah.
And then in here, this is the Mecca. This is where it all happens.
Look at all the stuff.
I know.
I always get, even though I walked into a few studios, every time I walk into one I'm like, oh my god! So I don't know, it's just like a little
And some
wheel.
studios are set up for, you know, your trackman in your games and playing courses indoors and stuff like that. But
yeah.
for us, we're really busy. I mean, we do a lot of fittings, and you can see we've got all the top makes here, we've got everything. But we're really busy doing fittings.
Fittings. So
between fittings and lessons, this studio's like rammed all the time.
Yeah.
It's good. Gets a bit of a use.
Do you think for beginners a fitting's a really good idea?
It is, yeah. Once you know you've got the bug, and you know you're not going to give it up, then it's worth having, you know, so start off maybe with some second-hand clubs just for the first year.
Because I think that's the problem with people as well, they think golf's really expensive, isn't it? But I guess if you're just going to, you don't know if you want to actually start it out and you want to commit to it. It doesn't have to be that expensive, does it?
It really doesn't. No, you just buy. If you buy used, then you'll sell it in a year's time for what you pay for it.
Yeah,
because it's not going to reduce that much.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you get a proper fitting once your swing has sort of settled down.
Yeah.
Get a proper fitting, and then you keep it out then for a good sort of 10-15 years. So I'm Nicola Stroud. I'm the head golf coach at Burnham and Berrow. So I've been playing golf for 43 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been playing golf for quite a long time. Yeah, I started in the womb.
Straight out, putter in hand.
And I started to do this Paris.
Okay.
Yeah, in Wales, and just outside Cardiff.
Were you born in Wales?
And I was, yeah.
Ah.
Well, hang on.
Fellow Welshie.
I better not lie. 6 months. I was born in Leicester.
Okay.
And then 6 months, I moved to Cardiff.
Okay.
So I do regard
the better
myself.
side of the bridge. That's what I always say.
I do regard myself as well. Yeah. So I learnt at a really small golf course. Our golf course, I had sheep walking, roaming around it, a bit like Clyde.
Sounds fine.
Sheep, and I had a donkey.
Yeah.
It was cheap as chips. It was like £20 for a year's membership.
Wow.
And I could walk up to the club. My brother played. Loads of kids played.
£20 for a year.
£20 for a year. I mean, mind you, we're talking back in the dark ages.
No, but £20 amazing.
But we learned then by just going out on the golf course.
Yeah.
You know, there was none of these swing studios. There weren't any driving ranges.
No.
So you just got your clubs and you just went out and played.
Hit a ball.
Yeah. And that's the way So that's how I teach new golfers now.
Yeah.
I think, well, what is golf? What do you love most about golf?
I think the experience for me, so going out, chatting to people, actually having a good time. I get a bit in awe by views and stuff like that. So I think just everything overall. It's not for me the actual technical side of things. It's more the actual atmosphere and enjoyment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it is for most.
Yeah.
You know, what is exciting about standing on a range and just hitting balls? Of course. And I just had a lady, took her out the very first time. She's had one lesson on the studio just to make sure she could hit the ball because she's had breast cancer. So we just made sure that things were okay. Yeah. So I took her out on the course. We went on the championship course because the channel was a bit busy. Yeah. And played. First time, played 4 holes. Loved it.
Oh.
And our golden rule is, as long as you're nearer than when we started, we're happy.
I love that. For me, I never keep score as well. I don't know why.
I mean, that's good. I'd recommend that for all my female golfers.
Yeah.
Especially in the first year that they learn.
Yeah.
Because if you're trying to score, you're not learning the task.
Okay.
Yeah? You're just worrying about the result.
Yeah.
So therefore, the task is to keep the ball in play. The task is to just chip it onto the green.
Yeah.
The task is to try and get, the ball near the hole.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're all the time trying to score, you're results driven, and then it becomes this whole other thing where then you tighten up, you start worrying about hitting the ball right, and actually in golf, if you hit the ball right, but if you hit the ball right, for example, you have a big slice, you hit it right, provided you can find it, you can still make a par.
True.
You know?
I like this.
It doesn't have to be on the fairway.
Yeah.
It's just, the game's not over.
True.
Right, we can hit some then.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to go?
Go on then.
I'm trying to think what I can, what should I do you think?
Get that bloody driver out.
Oh no, I hate it.
Beth used to swing it real steep and then she drops it a lot. because it was so steep, you were actually dropping it in position. So you were able to then connect in a way that would work for you. But now you're actually swinging it or getting it a bit more in a better position on the way back. You've still got that drop there, which is then dropping it too flat. So then it's like, okay, timing is everything to at impact, which isn't quite there with, it just isn't there yet. So it's very open, club face is very open, left arm is kind of in charge a bit with not letting it release.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Do you know what though? Watch me hit this one and it'll be fine.
But this is what you do, but...
Yeah, but the faults will still be there.
Yeah, like, this is exactly it.
Yeah, but cutty, innit? And you don't get much power. Not get much power through it,
I literally don't get anything, do I?
No.
It doesn't go anywhere.
You find you hit your, sort of like 3 wood further than your driver?
Yes. This is going about 120 now, isn't it?
Yeah, the distance has definitely dipped a lot.
You're like that. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Let's get my teeth into this one. It's a shame because you look like you're building up power and then nothing comes from
When
it.
the ball's not there, you wouldn't even know that there wasn't any power in the actual hit.
Yeah.
Because the practice swing is like a real good whip through. So you'd expect it to be there, and then might be a mental block.
Tell me my problems. Do you find a lot of your clients come to you with issues? Like the most? What's the most frequent thing you'd say?
The most common thing is I'm not consistent.
Okay.
Which is a really tricky thing because then in the next breath they say, so I say, well, why are you not consistent? They say, well, I slice everything over there. I'm like, well, that's consistent. But what they mean is they want to be sort of straighter and, you know, longer. It varies. So a lot of them is consistency. Yeah. So a lot of it is inconsistency, is strike. So when we get down to it, it's about trying to hit the ball a bit straighter. Often it's just to try and get the driver in play. Okay. Yeah. Most of the time, and then it's just.
Is it driver control. A lot though?
It's driver a lot. Yeah. It's driver a lot. And you know, my dad used to say to me, "Driver show, putt for dough." Yeah. Right? And there is legs in that, but if you don't get your driver off, where's the enjoyment?
This is my problem.
You know? Yeah.
So I can't, now I'm in a place where I can't enjoy getting off the tee, so then the middle part is a lot harder for me.
Yes, because you're having to fire
I don't hit that far as well, so
yeah.
like I kind of need this to work for me to actually enjoy the rest of it.
Let's have a little look. Alright, so you get really trapped. Can you see?
You said that stop.
Yeah. So you get here and then you just start to get trapped here on the inside, and now you're really struggling to come through. If you look at it from the front, so if you look at it from here. Yeah. So what you'll see, because you've got a really nice setup, really strong, good wide legs, you know, nice strong arms. So as you take the club back, you get a nice wind up of power. You know, you move from your core, your legs are really nice and solid, get a lovely wide arc there, so you should be generating power. So from that position, that's a great backswing, really good backswing. Yeah. Problem you've got is as you start your downswing, you then drop it behind you, and now you're struggling. So what happens now is in this position, your body can't turn because your hands are getting dragged behind, and then you just lose everything. Can you see how much you move forwards? Gosh, yeah. Yeah. So all that movement there, so where you drop your hands down the back and where you're moving yourself sort of laterally, yeah, those are all weak movements. Okay. So all this lovely stuff you've done in your backswing, pointless. You then ruin it. So what I would recommend is you to keep that height from there and pull down. You can see that you pulled. Are you aware of what you?
I think I can't feel it. No. When I'm back here, I can't. I don't know why.
Difficult, isn't it? Do you do that with your irons as well?
Yeah. Yeah. And what actually happens with the irons, it's almost like they turn into a sandwich. Yes. It's almost like the flight comes out like a flop shot. Yes. Because if you're looking at the club face, obviously with the irons, they're coming in and then it's a swipe across last minute. Yeah. So then it's like that.
You know why? Because she gets a really early release. So do you know what early release is? So early release is when you, so if you look at if you were to work on sort of what the degree angle you've got between your left arm here and the shaft of the club, yeah? So the idea is as you start down, you're looking to keep that. So where you sort of, cocked your wrist up to the top, okay, you don't want to uncock them. Okay, so you don't want to go fly fishing.
Okay.
All right, think about sort of going fly fishing, yeah? So what you do is when you come down, watch what you do. So there, can you see you've gone fly fishing?
Yeah.
So you're throwing the club out like that.
Okay.
So because you throw the club out, what then happens is you get a bit scoopy.
Okay.
Yeah. So you sort of get a little bit
quite scoopy.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And that's the issue.
Okay.
That's all your problem in that sort of nutshell. This is a great picture here. I use these a lot. These are brilliant. And I've just asked for some female pictures. But look, can you see? So this is what I'm talking about. Can you see? So you've still got the angle here, do you see?
Yeah.
Whereas if I take your swing to that, I mean, that's quite extreme. This is Thomas Peters, he's quite extreme. The position which is there, you go. Your club is down here.
Whereas it should be there.
Yes, it should still sort of be there.
Yeah.
Grab
Try
your
and not flip.
pitching wedge for me. We're going to attack it. So it's your swing in general, right? So it's not, it's manifesting worse in the driver. So from here, what you're doing is you're going fly fishing.
Yeah.
All right? So what I want you to do is just do half a swing, okay? And as you come down, just keep this locked in here.
Okay.
Okay? So you're going to take the club back, stop, from there, keep it locked in, and just turn through. Feels very odd.
Okay.
Really odd. So there, turn through. Take it back. That's it, good. Then pull down. Good. There you go. And then from there, then just turn through. So you feel like you're not going to release the hands. It's a really weird, really weird feeling. And then just turn. Good. And you did my fit.
Bit of John Jacob stuff, this.
That's it, good. Then pull it down. Good, that's it. And pull it down from here, good. And then from there you turn through. Can you see how when you turn, you should square up the club face. Yours is a bit open.
Right, okay.
Good. That's what you're going to have to practice, just to get the feeling, because it feels really stiff, doesn't it?
It does feel stiff.
That's it. Now pull and turn. There you go. Good. So let's do that again. Let's video you now and see what that shaft of club is doing in relation to your left arm. Yeah?
Okay.
It sounded heavy. Did you feel it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I
Yeah.
did.
So you couldn't feel it before.
True. And
then
now
you
I can
could
feel
feel
it.
it.
Yeah.
Once you can feel good and bad, that's how you know then you can start to repair it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it's better. So
Yeah.
you just released it here, that's all. Just there. Because at impact, we're always looking for your hands to be ahead of the ball at impact. So that's how you get the compression.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you compress the ball, that's where your distance comes from.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of your balls are going quite high and right, and they're a bit cutty and a bit loose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's because you're not getting this
Compression.
Okay. So you can see then that's a much better impact position.
Yeah.
That's really good. Now you've got more room as well. You see?
That is what I need to work on.
So yeah, you've got to just work on that.
I can take
That's
this.
a lot better.
Thank
that
you.
looks really good.
That's it.
Yeah, doesn't that look better?
Yeah, it's much better, yeah.
There you go. There you are, folks. There's a good swing. There you go. Beautiful swing. So what this drill is doing, it's getting you to work on it from your left.
Okay.
So I think if you can just build up that and just start feeling that it's coming from your left more, then you'll be on to a winner with that.
We're going to do a little pitching comp. What are we going to try and hit? The 50
The
side?
50.
You're testing me here now, aren't you? I'm going to be doing the drill.
Oh!
Sorry.
Oh, the right leg.
That's good. Great length.
Right length.
So the channel course, obviously, I just played that, and you said that this is quite cool actually, that it's nearly 50-50. Nearly, not quite.
Yeah, I don't know what the official figures are, but we've got a fairly gender balanced sort of membership out there.
Yeah.
Because in the last 3 or 4 years, we've had an intake of like 40 new women golfers. All through my Love Dog Golf programme, my beginner programme.
Yes. Okay, we need to talk about this as well. So this is your beginner female golf programme.
Yeah, it's called Love.golf. Brilliant. It's all over the country. There's all of them being done. But the philosophy of it is that we go straight out on the golf course. So the very first lessons, they come for so our taster is a half day.
Okay.
Always start with lunch. It means that people can sort of have a chat and get to know each other and you know all the rest of it. So Yeah, so we have a bit of lunch, and then we do a few shots sort of on the range, only like 20 or 30 balls.
Yeah.
Do a bit on the chipping green, a bit on the putting green, and then within an hour we're out on the course.
I love it.
Yeah, and I don't tell them in advance because
I
just
scare them
panic. Yeah, they panic, and so then we just go out, and then they have a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Catchphrases, so long as you're nearer than when you started, brilliant.
Yeah. Do you do that every year, once a year, or is it?
This year I'm doing about 4 of them.
4?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then they start a little project then where they come for weekly classes. But the weekly classes, we go out on the course with those. It's all about being out on the golf course.
I love that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
They love it. And they call it life-changing.
Oh.
Women. Because a lot of the women are looking for something new.
Yeah.
Because they want something for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, I think as women, we're not very good at doing stuff for ourselves.
A lot of people get to make friends, meet people, which is great. So do you do it here mostly?
Do it all here. All here.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you get people travelling for it?
Yeah, get people from Bristol, which
wow.
is probably furthest is Bristol. Really.
That's good though.
But yeah, it's brilliant. And we get all ages as well.
Yeah.
We've got sort of young women, we've got sort of older women who are just retired, we've got a real nice broad, and because you're all here for golf,
Yeah.
that's your common denominator.
Yeah.
So it's something you've all got in common.
Wow.
And of course, because we got the channel course, which you played.
Yeah.
And you were saying was not as it didn't feel intimidating.
No, I loved it. I think because it's 9 holes. Obviously, you can make it 18.
Yeah.
But because you know it's 9 holes, I love that because 9 holes for me is like a great day of golf.
Yeah.
Whereas 18, sometimes I feel a bit. I get to 12 and I'm knackered, to be honest.
And most of us don't have
Yeah.
5 or 6 hours to spend
And that.
playing golf.
Yeah.
So it's a full day. Isn't
Yeah.
it? So on our channel course, you can either do a loop of 3 holes, you can do a loop of 6 holes, or a loop of 9 holes. There you go. See that better?
I mean, it was a bit heavy.
That's one.
That's
to me.
all right though. I'll take that.
That's one to me.
Yeah.
1 to you. Yeah.
One down.
Definitely 1 to you. And then you've got the championship course here as well.
But yeah, it's a terrific golf course. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
real test. We've got the R&A, we've got the final qualifier, the Open this year. Really exciting.
That'd be good.
So and people can come and watch.
When's
and
that?
Stuff like that. It's
July?
July.
July.
First week of July. Yeah. So the championship course is it's a brilliant course. I mean, I actually think it's easier. So when you're a better golfer, a longer hitter, and everything else, the channel course is quite tricky.
Yeah.
Because it's quite narrow. And the greens are much smaller, so on the channel course you've got a really good short game.
Yeah.
Good approach shot game. You know, the greens are really small and tight.
Yeah.
On the championship course, the greens are much bigger.
Okay.
Everything's much wider, but of course it's longer. And the bunkers are harder, and you know. Blah, blah, blah. So they both have their sort of quirks really, but the championship course is amazing. And actually, I've got some women who are on my Love Golf course.
Yeah.
Only been playing golf for 3 years.
Yeah.
One of them actually 2 years, and they've joined the championship course and they're playing.
Wow.
I know.
That is amazing.
That's how good learning straight away on the golf course gets
Yeah.
you just off and running.
Gets you
And-
going.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
handicaps tumble. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really amazing. Because I mean, I've been a coach now for 30 years, and I always used to teach take them on the range. When it gets to about 6 or 8 weeks, I'll take them on the course.
Yeah.
Think about technique, first lesson, talk about grip, talk about posture.
Yeah.
None of that.
No.
I mean, we do that, but we do it as a back end.
Yeah.
You know, the most important thing is getting out, playing,
And enjoying.
building friendships,
Yeah.
enjoying the experience and everything else, and then the training comes up behind that. And because of it, the improvement is really noticeable. It's much better.
Round
Let's hit
two.
this 50. Come on, Em.
Someone's
Come on.
got to hit it.
Come
Otherwise,
on.
we're not stopping.
Right, I was 2 yards left, so I'm going 2 yards right. Oh, hit it the same place. Or a bit nearer.
Oh.
It's not just for show. You know, you see a lot of them and they're just
Mine's
for show
very
and,
left.
You know.
Round 3. Let's go.
Final round. Okay.
Okay.
Right. This is for a bottle of champagne now. No.
Oh, that was such a good one though. Oh,
Closest yet.
that was the closest,
So-
yeah.
Closest yet.
So if anyone is interested in Nicola's Love Golf programme, then where can they head to find a bit more information?
So there's 2 places you can go. You can either go to www.love.golf or my own website, Nicola Stroud Golf. I also am doing some mixed ones as well.
Mixed ones as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
mixed ones as well. So Love Dot Golf is purely female.
Yeah.
But this year I'm doing a mixed one as well.
Okay.
We do lots of golf experiences. They're due to start in March. So if
Awesome.
you go on the website and then have a look from there.
Amazing.
Exciting.
And I'll at the end of this, I'll show you a bit of the championship course tomorrow, so everyone can take a look at that and head down to Burnham and Berrow when you can, guys. Definitely check this place out and talk to Nicola. Thank you so much for watching.
Oh, it's okay.